Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Don't mind the nails, I'm still working dirty in the garden, so it's tearing up my nails big time, no matter how many times I reapply stuff and take care of them. Alright, so today we're going to do a general by element with the Green Witch, complete guide to natural magic of herbs, flowers, essential oils, and more by Erin Murphy Hiscock. Okay, so take this how it resonates. It'll be for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and part of fortune. All right, and we'll start with air, move on to fire, earth, and water, but we'll do a collective first. Okay, so this could be educational for you. It might be an indication of what intentions to set or to work with for the upcoming week. Okay, um, could also just give you some new spiritual practice ideas. All right, so take it how it resonates. All right, spirit for the collective. The numbers 12, 10, and 10 might be significant to you. I'm immediately sensing 113. Okay, let's see what's on page 113. All right, collecting and using wood. Okay, so wood might be very helpful at this time. Some people have difficulty with the idea of cutting live wood away from a tree or bush because they don't know how to do it properly. When you use fresh wood, you capture a lot of life and energy, which may be exactly what you're looking for in your ritual work or any practice that will involve this wood. Deadfall is wood the tree has discarded as no longer useful. This may not be the kind of vibrant living energy you're looking for. It depends on your personal view of working with the world of nature. If you cut fresh wood, you'll likely have to let it dry, as sap and juices can gum up your saw and sandpaper if you're making creative projects with it. So, why use fresh wood? The answer is simple. Your magical intent is implemented as soon as you choose the tree from which you are going to cut some wood. By selecting the tree, you are presenting your request to the energy of the tree itself. As you cut, you're focusing on your goal. From the very first move, you're empowering it in conjunction with the tree, if it has agreed to donate its wood to your cause. How do you ask a tree for help? Put your hands on the tree and present your intention to it, speaking either out aloud or in your mind. Think through why you need the wood, exactly how it will be used, and for what goal. All these thoughts and feelings will flow through your energy into the energy of the tree. Then wait. Trees often need a bit of time to absorb your request, for they function at a different rate than we do. Sometimes the tree will accept your request right away, though at other times, excuse me, you might not get a prompt sense of acceptance or denial. In that case, thank the tree for its time and tell it you will return in a day or two. When you come back, place your hands on the tree again and reach out with your energy. Restate your need and wait for an answer. Sometimes all the tree needs is time. The tree won't tell you in words, of course, if it's all right to cut its branches. Instead, you'll gain a sense of peace or agreement, or alternatively, you may get a sense of maybe this isn't such a good idea. In that case, thank the tree again for its time and consideration, wish it well, and find another tree to ask. So maybe communing with trees is important right now, especially collecting wood, okay? For whatever spiritual practice, whatever kind of bark you want to work with, okay? There's all different kinds of trees. And let's see if it's got a little list for you, and I can list off a few, okay? That might be suggestive. Birch, oak, maple, pine, cedar, rowan, poplar, ash, willow, witch hazel, honeysuckle, apple trees, elder, yew, hawthorn, and hazel. Okay, there you go. All right, air signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus, part of fortune, spirit. What's the guidance? 7, 1, and 8 might be significant to you. 88, interesting, spirit, really. All right, so 8s are very spiritual master number, okay, about abundance and foundation. All right, so let's see what's on page 88. Okay, it's about performing seasonal rituals, okay? It does offer up quite a few different ritual ideas. All right. Starting with the spring equinox, which is so appropriate for right now. So maybe you might want to start doing some sort of spring oriented ritual at this time, okay? Performing seasonal rituals. Meditations are one method of interacting with the energy of the season. Rituals are another. Because green witchcraft is informal, whether to use the popular neo pagan practice of creating a ritual circle to set the ritual site apart from the mundane world is up to the green witch herself or his self. In occult traditions, the circle represents protection from negative forces that could interfere in your work. In the green witch's practice, however, we do not require protection, for everything is part of nature. Instead, those who choose to use a circle use it to designate an area of purity in which to work, a sacred place set apart for the ritual. If you choose to delineate your ritual area in this fashion, you may simply walk the perimeter of your space with intent of marking it. No further formal action, visualization, or words are required. That's typically what I do. And I always face the element of my, so the direction of my element, okay, which is east for air signs, okay, just so you know. And I start from there. Counterclockwise is energy coming in, and clockwise is energy going out. And you can, protect, cleanse, do whatever while you do that before you do anything else, if you'd like, if you want to meditate, okay, and just kind of interact with nature in that way. All right. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Bye. All right. So our fire signs: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, part of Fortune, Spirit, whatever comes out, whatever they need to know at the moment. It could be educational, could just be suggestive, could indicate what you might need help with at this time. Okay. All right. The numbers we have are 12 and 12. So 12, 12, a very important number sync. Trust in the universe and spirit is guiding. And number 4 as well. Alternatively, we also have 3, 3 here, okay, with the 2 12s breaking down, which means good news, okay? So there may be some good news with this practice here, all right? All right, spirit. All right, spirit wants me to break down both 12s together and then again, okay? So that is 64? Okay. All right. 64 is a 10. All right. 6 and 4 might be significant for you right now. 6th, 4th, June, April, something like that. Okay. A section about grounding yourself. Okay, so you might need to ground yourself at this time. When you work with energy, it is important to ground. Grounding means connecting your personal energy to that of the earth and allowing a rebalancing of your energy to occur. If you are nervous or excited, you may be running too much energy through your body. The earth is a good place to shunt that extra energy. If you are lethargic or dizzy, you may be suffering from a lack of energy, and the earth has plenty to share with you. Once you are grounded, you can absorb the energy of the earth to replenish your low energy levels. To ground yourself, they have some suggestions here, okay? 1, take 3 deep, slow breaths, okay? 2, next take a moment to feel your own energy flowing through your body. Focus on a point in the center of your chest, that's where your heart chakra is, and visualize a small green glowing light there. This is your energy center. 3, now visualize a tendril of green energy growing from that energy center down toward the earth. Let it reach down past your feet. Visualize it growing into the earth itself, spreading its roots and twisting through the soil. Take a moment to feel how solid and stable your root is in the earth. And lastly, now that you have formed a connection with the earth, you can either allow your excess energy to flow down to mingle with that of the earth, or draw some of the earth's energy up to replace the energy you are missing, okay? Grounding is good to do when you get up in the morning and last thing before bedtime at night. Before you do any energy work or whenever you feel a little out of sync with the world around you, okay? So grounding may be important right now for you, all right? Have a good one. All right, Spirit, for our earth signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, part of fortune. What do you have? All right, we got them rolled on camera. I love that. So the numbers 1, 12, or 5 might be significant for you. I'm immediately feeling 135. That might be a significant number as well. All right. A whole section about the power in a garden. So gardening may be essential at the moment. Okay, let's see. The practice of green witchcraft is innately tied to the agricultural cycle, which dictated the rhythm of the lives of our ancestors. The agricultural societies of yesteryear focused on the seasonal changes of soil and crops. Witchcraft's concern with fertility, sowing, tending, and reaping, metaphorically and otherwise, is rooted in that agricultural tradition. It thus makes a certain kind of sense that the Green Witch has a strong spiritual and personal connection to nature and the land. The connection to nature is also a practical one. How, how very perfect for our earth signs, right? Being practical and being in the garden. The witch's garden provides a ready source of food, as well as components of spells and ingredients for various remedies. By working with a garden, indoors or out, the Green Witch is interacting with nature on a personal basis. Hands on practice offers you the opportunity to physically feel your connection to nature. It gives you the simple pleasure of working in harmony with the natural cycle. Working with a garden of any kind also allows you to meditate on the concept of harmony and balance in a completely different way. There is a very real give and take of energy involved in tending a garden. The time and care you put into maintaining the garden is directly reflected in the garden's health and what you harvest. Like a person, a garden is also in a constant state of change. Just as you solve one problem in your life, another one pops up. What you do to tend your garden one week may be different from what you do the next week. The sun may beat down without mercy for weeks, drying your precious plants to a crisp, only to be followed by a monsoon like week of pouring rain that nearly drowns what you've managed to salvage. Working with the garden is a continuous lesson in patience, acceptance, and recognition that nature functions as an independent system that operates no matter what we humans do. So there's a couple messages here for you. One, maybe it's time to start working a garden, right? Two, maybe there's some things going on in your life that you need to continuously practice patience, acceptance, and recognition, okay? As well as just being meditative and patient through that process, right? Let's see, what else did it say too? Perfect words for it. Working in harmony with the natural cycle, okay? Yes, all right. That way you can maintain some balance at this time, right? So maybe a garden literally could be the thing that helps you right now, even if it's just a couple of container pots full of stuff that you want to try out, okay? Um, Check and see what herbs you want to grow, all right? If you're feeling inspired, maybe definitely follow one of the herbal tarot oriented generals, okay, of the past couple of weeks to get some ideas. Each one of those cards have the plants on them and follow all the placements, okay, associated with those readings, all right? And there might be a couple there that you might vibe with that you think you could grow. Maybe try one of them to start with, okay? Have a good one. Bye. All right, Spirit, for our water sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, part of fortune. What suggestion, guidance, comment, confirmation on life do we have for our water signs? All right, you probably can't see that. Here we go. We have 10, we have 1, and we have 4. So those numbers might be significant to you right now. 10th, 1st, 4th, that's October, January, and April, okay? We are in April, so that may be significant at this time. Let me see. Ooh, Spirit has 2 possibilities here. Okay. 114 might be significant to someone, and 24 might be significant to someone. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read both, okay? We'll start with 24, whatever's on page 24 here. The magic of being a green witch. Okay, so this would be for somebody that wants to get more into their practical, tangible practices. Okay? Using the word witch invariably brings us to the word magic. This is a word that can cause confusion. Magic is not illusion, nor is it the artificial manipulation of unnatural forces. In fact, magic is perfectly natural. It is the use of natural energy with conscious intent and awareness to help attain a better understanding of the world around you and to harmonize yourself with the world's energies. Most green witches find the use of the word magic to be irrelevant. Magic implies something out of the ordinary, but to a green witch, the mundane is magical. When she senses, responds to, and gently nudges the flow of natural energy around her, nothing can be more natural. She's performing natural magic. Nature itself is magical. The everyday is sacred to the green witch. Marion Green, the author of Wild Witchcraft and follower of a path sympathetic to the Green Witch philosophy that embraces natural magic and hedgecraft, states that magic is the art of learning to recognize these elements of change, the natural patterns of flow and ebb, the times of progress, of standing still, and of retreating. Magic teaches us to determine which way the tides of nature are flowing, to see on which level they run, and what they can offer each of us at this moment. In Green's view, magic is learning to harmonize yourself with the forces of nature and understanding how they flow through your life. This is, of course, the life work of the Green Witch in a nutshell. Spellcraft is seen as a perfectly natural occurrence along the green path. Is brewing a cup of rosemary tea for a headache a spell? Uh-huh. Or is it natural medicine? Uh-huh. To the green witch, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is the conscious use of the energies of the rosemary to help heal a temporary imbalance. It is the connection to the natural world and the acknowledgement that we are all part of that world that allows us to function as a link between the world of people and the world of green. In short, by opening yourself to the energy of nature and by accepting that you are part of the grand symphony of energy and power, you can allow yourself to partake of that energy to rebalance your life. Then you can work to rebalance the energies of other situations for first yourself, then outside, right? In other witchcraft practices, there are methods by which energy is raised, aimed at a target or goal, and released. The green witch uses energy in a slower, more subtle way, seeking to be part of the ebb and flow of the energy around her. She thus does not deliberately collect energy to shape and release. The green witch works from the inside out and moves with the natural flow of the energies instead of seeking to manipulate them. So you may be dealing with that, okay? Oh, it just keeps going. Okay, it just goes into more about the book. Okay, that's good. I'm going to leave it right there for those that resonate with the number 24 or 6, because that's what it breaks down to. So what's on page 114? Okay. Tapping into the energies of flowers. Okay, so maybe working with flowers is important for you at this time, and it does have a list of them. I will just list them off at the end, okay? They could be suggestions to work with at this time. And I'll also mention what they're good for. Okay, the intentions. Flowers are the pretty parts of the plants that carry valuable and essential reproductive information. Technically, they constitute part of an herb, shrub, or tree, but they are separated here because we often think of the flower as the identifying aspect of a plant. Also, in natural magic, the flower itself is often the part used for a majority of the plants. Flowers can be dried whole to be used in wreaths or arrangements, or pressed and used in a magical collage or in potpourri. When dried, flowers can also be crumbled and used in herbal blends for such things as teas, sachets, and sprinkling powders. The flower of the plant carries a tidy bundle of energy, for it is the sexual organ of the plant, how the plant reproduces. That's why a lot of the flowers are used for sacral chakra healing, okay? And for feminine energy work. Do dried flowers carry a different energy than fresh flowers do? Yes and no. The intrinsic energy remains, but its expression is different. For certain rituals or charms, you may want the vibrancy of fresh flowers, whereas for other charms, such as sachets or powders, you may prefer dried flowers, which tend to exhibit a slower, longer lasting energy. So, they list off 19 flowers commonly found in a green witch's garden. They are also used magically, right? And they could probably be found globally, all right? Wherever you're at, I'm sure you can find at least one of these. Carnation. It's a healing energy, it has healing energy and an excellent gift for the sick. They're used magically for protection, strength, energy, luck, and healing. Daffodil is associated with luck, fertility, and love. Daisy, associated with love, hope, and innocence, and also used for children as well, with love and flirtation as well. Gardenia, commonly used in love spells and charms, magically is associated with harmony, healing, love, and peace. Geranium, specifically red, have traditionally been associated with protection. Rose colored, so pink, for love spells. All right. They're also associated with fertility, love, healing, courage, and protection. Hyacinth, associated with love, happiness, and protection. Iris, used for peace, harmony, and love. Jasmine, love, meditation, spirituality, harmony, and prosperity. Lavender, one of my favorites because it does pretty much everything. Peace, harmony, tranquility, love, purification, and healing. It also comes back every year, and you do have to trim it, and it smells amazing. It's also good for your dreams, all right, relaxation and sleep, and it's also good for calming your mind and for memory as well. Lilac, protection and banishing negative energy, usually white or shades of purple for this flower. Lily, lilies are associated with the concept of death and the afterlife, so it supports the association with rebirth and cycles. Lily of the Valley, it enhances concentration and mental ability and is used to encourage happiness. Pansy is used for divination, communication, happiness, and love. Poppy, associated with tranquility, fertility, prosperity, love, sleep, and invisibility. I also have some of those here. It's our state flower, so I'm growing them. Rose. Rose is associated with healing, divination, tranquility, harmony, psychic ability, spirituality, and protection. Of course, I have a rose plant as well. The easiest one to grow for me is the climbers, like the Cecil Bruner. But rose is definitely a garden flower that's a little more temperamental to take care of. They're very delicate and particular. Okay, so, but you may find that you have the green thumb for it. So, yay, awesome. Snapdragon. Snapdragons have a lovely innocent energy. They're used for protection, particularly from illusion or deception, or to reflect negative energy to its source. Okay. Planting snapdragons along the perimeter of your garden to protect it is excellent idea. All right. Sunflower, also known as Peruvian marigold. It carries this energy of the sun, has associations with happiness, success, and health. It's also associated with welcome and family, so welcoming family. The seeds themselves have association with fertility. They're excellent for celebration rituals and summer solstice rituals. Okay, tulip. Prosperity, abundance, magic, protection, love, and happiness. Violet. Combine violet with lavender for a child's herbal pillow to aid sleep and calm nightmares. That's a good idea. Peace, hope, harmony, protection, luck, love, sleep, and tranquility. Okay. Wow. Violet actually naturally propagates itself. Nice. That means it's self-seeding. So be mindful of that. It might spread. Okay. There you go. Have a good one. Bye.